Welcome back, folks. Well, it's Sunday morning, and it is really cold here in Oklahoma where we're at. So we got the heater on, but that heater works pretty darn good. So I'll be coming out of this jacket here pretty quick. So just get you up to date on the satellite. We dropped the drum off at my machine shop. I want them to check for concentricity, see how out around it is. I had the parts house measure just with a set of calipers, 90 and 180, and it looks like it's out by about 2,000ths. So I don't know how much meat is left in it to turn. We can get that out of it, but I want my machine shop to go in and see if they can turn that. They actually have a brake lathe. Now, back to the exhaust. You saw the explosions that happened on the two mufflers on this thing where it backfired. Johnny has ordered a brand new full exhaust from Accurate Exhaust. It's an OEM replacement. It's what he wants for this car. He wants it as back to his factory original type as we can get it. So the Accurate Exhaust people were very, very helpful, very knowledgeable. So that's ordered. It's probably going to be here Wednesday, coming in from those folks. But I got to thinking, before we get this exhaust off, I got to wondering, thinking to myself, it's just a long shot, but could that lockup issue on the left front drum when you go to apply the brakes, being that it wants to just, you barely hit the brakes, it wants to lock that left front drum, could that possibly be the right side hose or something on that side? If it was corroded or blocked up or something, could that be an issue, diverting all the pressure back to the driver's side? I don't know. You brake experts know a lot more than me, but if we're changing the left side hose, we gotta bleed it anyway. I didn't like the color of the fluid, so let's go ahead and let's get on this right side. Let's pull this, actually I'm just gonna pull the hose and I'm gonna see what this fluid looks like. So let's get to it. Now, I don't know, there's no way the master cylinder is empty. Now, it's just barely starting to come out. Huh. That's weird. See that tear, everybody? There's a good reason to change the hose right off the bat. That line definitely has a big, nasty tear in it. Let's get this thing off. Oh, whew. Yeah, definitely wanted to replace this. Let's see if it's stopped up in any way. Oh, see, it's nasty looking. See, it's brown looking. Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't say that this one stopped up, but I can tell that this needs to be replaced. This is an accident. Look at that. That is an accident waiting to happen. We cannot let our good friend Johnny ride around one of his beautiful cars with that. So if I'm replacing this one over here, I want to check the one in the back as well. I mean, why not? We're here. We're going to remove the exhaust system. So I'm going to get another one of these for the front, and I'm going to get one for the back if I need it. Let's look at the one in the back. Well, this one looks to have been just replaced, I mean, recently. I mean, it looks brand new. Well, I'm not going to touch that one. So I'm going to put some PB Blaster on all of these exhaust bolts that we need to get loose. But then I'm going to let it back down. We're going to get the exhaust off of this car, but we're going to get these things soaking. But I'm going to bring it back down. I want to talk about the master cylinder on your 66 and prior vehicles. I'm pretty sure 66, and why this is so crucial. It's so much more crucial on a 66, I believe, and earlier than it is on a 67 and later. Most people know this, but if you're somebody my age or younger and you're playing with these muscle cars, I'm going to show you something very important. It's good that it's up kind of like this. See that light? All right, this is what I wanted to talk about. Why it is extremely important. It's imperative that you make sure that your front and rear brakes, your brake hoses, all that are in good shape. This is a single pot master cylinder. These are found on all your American cars. I'd say 66 and earlier. This is what I was talking about. You have one reservoir that's feeding all 4 brakes, juxtaposed to, I want to say it's 67 and later, it's a dual pot. So you lose one of these flex hoses, left or right side, or the one in the back, you're eventually going to lose all your brakes. And that's it. That was a good thing they did, that the government did back in the day. I'm not a government, I hate government, but this is one of the good things that they mandated, that it went to a dual pot. You guys, gals out there that are older than me, you got more information on it, hey, feel free to opine in the comments, please do. And if I'm wrong about something, educate me. But that's one of the things that just, if I had an older car, this is a numbers matching kind of, it was in this car was in a museum, so I see why, a lot of that stuff is like it is, it's original. But if I had a car that had the old single pot, and I want to go drive it a lot and enjoy it, I wouldn't care. I would go ahead and convert it over to the dual pot. All your cars, they make a retrofit kits to retrofit them to the dual pot master cylinder. But it's one of those things. To me, it's more important than going from drum to disc, is going to a dual pot. Now, Johnny doesn't drive this car much. He drives it, but he's got other cars, and it's not like he sits around and just drives his cars every day. So that likelihood of something happening. But just a tidbit of information. Maybe you guys don't care. I do, because it's a safety thing. So let's get back on that exhaust system. All right, here's just going back to the master cylinder just really quick. It's empty, right? So if you had a brake line that you're going on a long trip and you didn't know it was leaking, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you've only got a few more pumps left, that now you see why. So since it's out of fluid anyway, I'm just going to flush this system. I'm going to order the other brake line for the front. Obviously, you saw the back one's brand new, but this needs to be flushed anyway. Oh, taking the hose off. All right, here's a concern I have again on these brakes. That left front one was locking up. Let me tell you, if you look right here, this is all the fluid that has come out of this whole system. We put this in as we took the brake hose off on the other side. There's no way that this pot was full. This thing was low. So where was it going? I'm looking, do we have a wheel cylinder issue? We got a lot of brake dust here, which is probably pretty common, but I can't tell. I see fluid under here on this side, but I don't know that it's necessarily been leaking from there or just when I took the hose off. If I look in the back, I don't see anything dripping, any leaks where it's come down from the top, but we're gonna go ahead and just see how this drum looks. Right, this section right here is bad. That's pretty bad right there. I can feel huge humps. And another one there. So this one's worse than the other side. This one definitely has to be turned. The thing is, does it have enough meat? I don't know. But I need to take this one to the machine. I should have done this I should have just taken both sides off. You know what they say, if you're gonna do one side, do the other. That's the proper way to do it. I don't know why I didn't take, but boy, down here at the bottom of this drum, it's rough. It's really rough. So, and you can, oh yeah, you can feel the pad right here. Man, it's got the humps same place, right in there. Really bad. I wonder if this one's tapered, not around like the other one. I mean, you can tell where it got hot, and there's some hot spots in it. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure there's enough meat in this, and you can feel the ridge. I'm gonna have to look into this one, folks. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. There wasn't much holding this thing in, but we've got our exhaust system out of Johnny's 66 Hemi Satellite. So as I mentioned earlier, Johnny's already ordered the exhaust system from Accurate Exhaust, and it's pretty much a bolt-in deal. A lot of this had welding, that's why I had to cut it. I had no choice but to cut this in a few places to get it out, especially over the axle tubes. But you can see those mufflers took a hell of a whooping. So we will have the new Gardner's exhaust system here next week. Trish and I will start putting that together. We'll show you guys, and then of course we'll show you how it runs. Going back to the brakes, it's really kind of something I've learned, my experience. You're gonna fix the left side, you might as well do the right side. I don't know yet on the wheel cylinders if I'm going to replace those yet or not, but I am going to get another hose. And this drum on the passenger side, I'm glad I pulled it because it is worse. You saw what the fluid looked like. It's dirty. Again, this car is a very, very nice car. I didn't know this. Maybe I did, but I forgot. Johnny said this thing sat in a museum up in Kansas for 4 years. And it had the pedigree displayed with it in an automotive museum up there. So it did its fair share of, so I could see where the fluid may need to be flushed, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flush all that old fluid out and obviously go back and bleed everything, but not till after I get these drums turned and a new brake hose is put on the front. The car is a fantastic car. Oh, and Johnny reminded me, he said, I think that is the original engine. It has not been replaced. So there's that. I personally, Johnny has always been awesome. Let me drive any car on one of his, but I got to tell you, I'm excited about just getting all these little things done on it. I'm going to go ahead and check the plugs on it once we get all of this other stuff addressed, and I'm going to take it out myself. So get to enjoy that Hemi car. So anyway, short video, but we thought we'd give you an update on Johnny's Hemi Satellite. And if you've got any questions about the car, again, please put in comments. If you need to, I'll send you my email address and phone number. And if you're interested in buying it, Johnny did say if it turns out that, like he thinks it's going to, that he gets back, he said, I may change my mind. I don't know. So anyway, if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. And happy Sunday, everybody.